King Amomba of Calabar had 200 wives, but no son. To appease his people, he married Adiaha, the spider's daughter, mocked by all for being ugly. But Adiaha held a deep secret. She was born with 2 skins, and beneath the ugly one she was beautiful. The king's jealous headwife knew this and paid a Ruru man to make the king forget Adiaha completely. When Adiaha found herself ignored, she sought her own magic to reverse the curse. That night, she revealed her true self to the king, who was captivated. In time, she gave birth to a son. But the headwife's envy turned sinister. She cast a new spell, convincing the king his own son was a threat. Under this dark influence, the king took his baby boy and cast him into the river. What will become of the king's son? Like and subscribe to find out in part 2. Previously on our story, King Awamba's new wife, Adiaha, revealed her secret beauty and gave birth to a son. But the king's jealous headwife used dark magic to turn the king against the child, convincing him to cast the baby into the river. But the king's son was not lost. A kind water Ruru saved the baby and raised him in secret. Years later, Adiaha gave birth to a daughter, and she too was cast into the water and rescued. The boy grew up to be incredibly strong. The water Ruru, knowing the time for justice was near, encouraged him to enter the king's great wrestling match. In the arena, the boy was unstoppable. The king was amazed, while the headwife was captivated. The boy was declared the winner and invited to the palace. Will the headwife's treachery finally be revealed? Don't miss the finale. Like and subscribe to see what happens. In our last episode, the king's abandoned children were raised in secret. The son returned as a wrestling champion, catching the eye of the king and the wicked headwife. At the king's dinner, the headwife tried to seduce the champion, but he was wise to her ways. The next day, he demanded a public trial. There, the son presented his lost sister and his mother Adiaha, who shed her ugly skin forever. He then pointed at the headwife and revealed her treachery to all. When the king finally understood that the champion was his son, he was overjoyed. He embraced his family, ordered the evil wife to be punished, and made Adiaha his true queen. In time, his son took his rightful place on the throne. If you enjoyed this story, please like, follow, and share it with others. Subscribe for more tailies.